give me an honorable death.
With the death of Orkos, the blood oath to Ares was finally broken, and the painful truth rushed back to Kratos' mind. The truth of the murder he committed, the slaughter of his wife and child, the carnage forged from his relentless ambition, surfaced in perfect clarity, and became the visions that would haunt him all of his days. Now free of the Fury's madness, but still tortured by the truth of his past, Kratos left the only home he'd ever known and set out to undo all that he had wrought.
That's when God of War Chains of Olympus starts. Ascension was a really good game. I have to say it was fun. It was a nice, cool change of pace. I felt like the bosses were pretty varied. I would have liked towards the end, before I went to Trial Archimedes, that instead of making me fight the Manticore again, made me fight, something else. I felt like that was a bit of a wasted opportunity, but, still, I feel like the story lined up pretty well. It gave you just a little more backstory into Kratos and, what he went through prior to, what he ends up doing, towards the end. Excuse me, in God of War 3. But yeah, it's definitely a God of War game that I would tell people to play, at least once. I thought the fighting mechanics were, pretty cool, like with the little sub-weapons, to stop time, the Ivor Boros was very cool. Kind of had something similar to that in God of War 2. Yeah, it was something similar to that. I don't remember what it was called exactly, but it was something similar. Had that. Then you had the Orkos stone. That was cool to throw out the doppelganger. And then I didn't even realize, the eyes of truth were a weapon you could use in the game. I also thought it was really cool how they used the magic. The magic was different in this one. It was more here are your blades, and then here are the individual magics. They all had their own purpose, but as you saw, I was fighting. I mostly used the Ares, the Zeus, and towards the end a lot the Hades one. I used the Poseidon one a little bit. I didn't feel like it was that useful. It looked cool, don't get me wrong, but I didn't feel like it was the most useful, of the magics. I felt like every magic had a pretty cool special move. Like, I'll say like special move being like that halfway, L3, R3, click and a stick kind of move. My favorite one was probably the Hades one, because it reminds me of Army of Hades from God of War 1, which was the strongest spell in the game. I would say the coolest like super move is kind of tough. It's definitely between Hades and Zeus. I really like the Zeus one because he has his blades together, and then you just see this big magnetic field building. So that one's really cool. And then of course the Hades one with all the undead arms is very cool. I would probably say the Zeus one probably looks the coolest. And of course the Ares. Also thought it was cool you know, introducing different characters into the story, like Archimedes. You got to see him and how insane he is. You got to see the 3 Fury sisters and how insane they are, and, you know, how they treat all the people that make bonds with people. I felt like it all tied together pretty nicely, you know, for this game. And yeah, I don't see why it was a game that people really bashed on like that. I feel like it deserved better than that. But yeah, I also really liked the different areas you went to, you know, not just the prison, you know, Hecatoncres thing, which was amazing. That first fight was very reminiscent of the first fight from God of War 3, just in like stature. Like, it starts off really big. I also thought, you know, like the places like the furnace was cool. Some of the things that I didn't care for in the game, like, it was cool having like the sliding sections and, you know, moving, you know, to and fro with the grappling thing. That wasn't, you know, too a lot. So I was fine with that. I just felt like at times, like that last sliding one, you know, like 2 or 3 videos ago, that one was like, that one sucked. That one was like ridiculously hard, and it shouldn't have been that difficult. You know, again, part of it was just me not doing too well, you know, with the stick, and another part of it was the lag. So that one was fair. That was fair. Also like the insect creatures they introduced and how, you know, they can infect the people, you know, the prisoners. I thought that was really cool. The Juggernaut elephants, I thought they were a really cool enemy. I thought I think they were like the big goat satyr guys with the sword, and how they had their own like hook to grab you with. I thought they were very interesting as well. The Impulsos are pretty cool. We only saw them like 2 or 3 times though, so you didn't really get to see that poison effect too often. The 3 sisters, the first sister, I forgot the other 2 names. I just remember the last one is Electo. The first sister, she was really cool, very brutal, and her fight was mostly, if you think about it, it was mostly the Hecatoncres, and then she partnered with the second sister, and then that was kind of it for her. Excuse me. The second sister was kind of cool with, you know, the bird thing. She was annoying, but she was pretty cool. The third sister, Electo, you know, was the biggest blockbuster fight, so I expected, you know, it to be along those lines. It wasn't a difficult fight per se, but it was definitely a fun one. Also, like how you just see how all 3 sisters just tear people apart, and how they just were unwilling to let him go under any circumstances. They just didn't allow him to live a regular life, and, you know, that was made very evident. What else? Oh, I also thought it was kind of cool how they introduced each power, you know, by the door of the god of the power you're drawing from. That's also reminiscent of God of War 1 to me, because that's kind of how it was presented in that one as well. I really liked the Tower of Delphi and riding the snakes. I thought that was really cool. Fighting the Manticore was very cool. You know, with, you know, switching from, you know, 2 wings and, you know, spitting out, you know, fire, and using its, you know, its pincer in the back. A really cool thing that they put in this game too that I really liked was how you would grab enemies and you could attack them, and they can try to attack you and you can dodge, and then attack them again, then you have to dodge. You know, that it wasn't a hard minigame addition, but it was a nice cool one that I really liked. What else is in the game that I liked? I just felt like Kratos is more human in this one, and you can tell he had, you know, small traces of his sanity left, but as you can see towards the end, you know, you could really see, you know, just why he became so cold and so vengeful, you know, towards the gods, you know, based upon what was going on here. So I liked seeing the transition from thinking, you know, kind of like as a human, and to veering off to, okay, you know, I'm going to destroy, you know, the God of War. There was another cool aspect that I wanted to point out about the story. Oh yeah, how they tackled the thought of, would you rather live in a lie, a comfortable lie, or would you rather live in a desolate truth? I thought that was a cool concept that they put there too. And you know, initially he was like, you know, I'm kind of okay with the lie, but then as time wore on, he realized, you know, it's just not worth it. I would rather live in truth, no matter how ugly it is. I would rather know the truth than to continue to live a lie that they provided for him. And you know, it's just another reason why I respect him. You know, he's not the greatest man. He's made a lot of mistakes. He's not a great person, you know, by all means. But I understand, you know, why he did many things he did. And I can't say I would do too much different, you know. He's been through the ringer. He's done some crazy shit. He's been beaten. He's been killed. He's been bloodied. He's been lied to. You know, he's had a really shitty life if you think about it, all the way up from this one to the recent one they made, God of War, you know, on the PS4. He's had a really horrible life, and the fact that he's still kicking is amazing in of itself. I also kind of like how they made him look really strong in this one, but like not like girthy like you see in the later ones. Like this version of Kratos from God of War Ascension is like, oh yeah, like he looks big as fuck, but like that looks somewhat attainable. Not like in like God of War 3 when he just like shit, like he just looks like cock diesel. Like that's too much. It would be amazing to get to that point, you know, at some point in my life, if that's possible. But you know, if I don't, that it's more than okay. I'm satisfied with being God of War Ascension with Kratos, or at least God of War 1 Kratos. I would be cool with, where you know he's pretty big, but you know, kind of lean at the same time. But yeah, it was a pleasure playing the game for you guys, and I'm going to finish Metal Gear Solid 4 as well, since I finished this one. And let's see, after that I would have to surf around and see what I kind of want to play for you guys next, because there's plenty of stuff on PlayStation now, and I also have stuff that I've bought that I still haven't played yet on the PS4 and on other, you know, systems and consoles. Congratulations, warrior, you have cleared God of War Ascension, unlocked Titan difficulty, and now access New Game Plus. Anyways, thank you for watching my God of War Ascension playthrough. It's been a blast, and I'll see you guys for Metal Gear Solid 4. Peace.